This is Ben Whitaker. You're watching Sporting Icons.
You know, whenever I do the ranking videos through the sanctioning bodies, the 4 major ones, plus Ring Magazine, plus the ones that you and I create each and every month, speaking of which, uploaded one earlier on today, so go check out that one. People always say, why don't you do Boxrec? And I said, well, because Boxrec is not a reliable ranking system because it doesn't really have correct ones. It doesn't have the correct algorithms. But people like Frank Warren and that, for example, will justify Tyson Fury taking on Derek Chisora because he was the highest ranked available opponent according to Boxrec. As if Tyson Fury is a Boxrec champion, right? WBC champion. But anyway, that was Frank Warren's reasoning for Derek Chisora. Tyson Fury, he was celebrating the fact that he was ranked number 1 on Boxrec when he overtook Anthony Joshua about 2 years ago. And of course, I always see people in the comment section saying how Anthony Joshua, he's fighting Jermaine Franklin, who's ranked number, 27 in the world. They're using Boxrec. Okay, they're doing this, that, and the other, and they're always looking at Boxrec. And I said, you shouldn't be using Boxrec. But okay, let's use Boxrec. Keep the same energy, right? If you want to use Boxrec, then hold on it. 10 toes down, right? Okay, let's go through the top 15 currently on Boxrec in the heavyweight division. Number 15, Big Baby, Jared Anderson. Number 14, the Nigerian Nightmare, F.H. Agba. Number 13, the world's best sparring partner, Martin Bakole. Number 12, Derek War Chisora. Number 11, El Animal, Filip Hrgović. Number 10, the Juggernaut, Joe Joyce. Number 9, Big Bang, Sidi Zhang. Number 8, the Body Snatcher, Dillian White. Number 7, Triple D, as some people call him now, Triple Knee, Daniel Dubois. Number 6, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Number 5, I don't know what his nickname is, the Mummification, Tutankhamun, Luis Ortiz, whatever. Number 4, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz. Number 3, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Number 2, AJ, Anthony Joshua. And number 1, the Cat, Oleksandr Usyk. I think I got all those nicknames correct, didn't I? Anyway. Now, are you still keeping that same energy? Let's all use Boxrec to diss Anthony Joshua opponents. Let's use Boxrec to justify why Tyson Fury should be fighting a Derek Chisora as Frank Warren would do, right? Let's do that. Okay, let's stick with it, shall we? So Anthony Joshua is currently number 2 above Tyson Fury. Oh, wait a minute. I suppose it's different now, right? You're not holding that same energy anymore, no? Didn't think so. Now, if you all look at the earlier video from today, where the top 25 that I put out earlier on today is the top 25 that you and I discuss each and every month, right? And I will adjust accordingly. And the top 25 is based on an average of what you all will say, right? So I think it's safe to say that our rankings are probably the best around, right? Of course they are. Now, Anthony Joshua, number 2. Now, a lot of you say in the previous videos that it shouldn't always be down to who the champion is. Whoever the champion is, whoever holds the belts, doesn't mean that they're the best around and whatever else, okay? Which is a fair point, and I've always consistently said that myself. But if you really look at it, Tyson Fury's best wins are, in no particular order, a Wilder, a Dillian White, and Vladimir Klitschko. There'll be 3 in any order that you like. Well, Anthony Joshua has beaten and knocked out Dillian White and Vladimir Klitschko. So that's 2 of Tyson Fury's opponents. The only other one left will be Deontay Wilder. So if Anthony Joshua goes and fights and defeats Deontay Wilder in Saudi Arabia, then Joshua has beaten everybody that is good on Tyson Fury's record, right? And a whole lot more. He didn't just become a unified champion. He belt collected one by one. He defended those belts on numerous occasions. He's got wins over undefeated fighters. Dillian White was undefeated when Anthony Joshua beat him. Joseph Parker was a world champion and undefeated when Anthony Joshua beat him. He beat Alexander Povetkin, former WBA regular world heavyweight champion. Only one loss on his record at that point was a points loss to Vladimir Klitschko, who arguably should have been disqualified in that fight, as in Klitschko. Joshua knocked him out. Anthony Joshua has a win, of course he's got a loss as well, but he's got a win over Andy Ruiz Jr., the guy who Wilder is seemingly trying to fight. The guy that Tyson Fury apparently was trying to fight recently in that as well. A guy who is ranked highly across all sanctioning bodies. And well, Anthony Joshua's beaten him. Anthony Joshua's been in there on 2 occasions with Usyk, the guy that Tyson Fury is avoiding like the plague. Joshua wasn't trying to avoid him. He could have avoided him, but he didn't. All he had to do was vacate a WBA belt, but he didn't. He went in there twice with him. He lost. Okay, he wasn't good enough. It is what it is. It's boxing. But at least he give it a go. All right? So let's go through the ranking, shall we? Oleksandr Usyk is number 1. Anthony Joshua is number 2. Tyson Fury is number 3. Are you sure we should be using Boxrec, right? Hey, cool. I'm cool with it. I'm all right with it. One thing I will point out, though, is that number 5, Luis Ortiz, is above number 6, Deontay Wilder, even though Wilder's knocked him out twice. How does that work? Who's Luis Ortiz beaten to get such a high ranking? Who's he beaten in general, really? Bryant Jennings back in 2015, after Bryant Jennings had just lost to Vladimir Klitschko? Okay. But who's he beat since? Don't be wrong, he gave a good account of himself when he fought Wilder on both occasions. He was battering Wilder on both occasions, right? But his amateur style always seems to come out. He gets sloppy and he got caught. He should have known better, is what it is. And of course he lost to Andy Ruiz Jr. as well. But why is Luis Ortiz ranked above not just Wilder, but a lot of opponents, or a lot of fighters here? He hasn't fought any of them. Except Andy Ruiz Jr., who he lost to, and Deontay Wilder, who he lost twice to. Are you sure we should be using Boxrec? Are you absolutely sure? Okay, cool. Usyk is the number 1 heavyweight in the world. Anthony Joshua is the number 2 heavyweight in the world. Number 3 is Tyson Fury. 10 toes down, right? You'll want to use it when it suits. Okay, well keep on using it. Drop your thoughts below. Click on the subscribe. Catch you next video.